Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the 5th annual Tim Kreitz Adventures Year in Review Special. Have we done 5 of these already? Time certainly flies, as they say. A lot of you know that at the end of every year, I do like to take a little bit of time, go back over some of my favorite moments from the year, talk about how the year went, and then discuss what my hopes, dreams, goals, etc. might be for the coming year. A lot of you out there also know that 2018 was a pretty rough year for me. I'll talk a little bit about that as well. But before we get into that, let's start this out as we normally do on a Year in Review special. Here are some of my favorite moments from 2018.
What, do you have a wire broke, Harold? Well, it did now. It was fine before they started working on it and they broke it.
I had my visor up. Bap! A big old bug hit me right in the cheek, right under my glasses. It's still stuck there.
On March 2nd, 1836, Texas declared her independence from Mexico. Wild Comanches roamed the plains. Rangers protected frontier settlements, and this building was not here yet. Damn it.
I'm excited to see where we end up going today. What? Yeah.
We did not eat healthily, but we ate deliciously.
There's some more unhealthy eating to do at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Golly. You're gonna have to make a big poop between now and then. Make some room. Was he texting you about Gary crashing or what? Or did he say?
I don't know. It just goes to that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's locked up. Well, your problem is that's a flip phone from 2002.
And your point is?
You've never seen so much what? Oh, yeah, there are rabbits everywhere. I have not caught one on film yet, but...
One just hopped off.
Yeah, I think I got one dashing out of there.
A hop rabbit jacking off across the field.
Ha ha! Britt's back, everybody. Why don't you ride a Harley, Cliff? What's wrong with you, dude? Don't you know what's cool?
I don't have any tank top shirts. I don't have any.
Oh, yeah, and I don't have any bandanas, so dare to dream. So we've stopped at the Stripes convenience store / truck stop and gotten ourselves a turkey sandwich to share. But we are very concerned with the cleanliness of this place. It is absolutely unbelievably filthy. We had to put newspaper down on the table to stay out of the filth. You feeling okay about eating this sandwich? She's crossing herself.
I'll tell you what I thought when we rode by. I thought there has been some big drinking partying on that boat at some point in its life. Probably more out of the water than in the water. Maybe, but I guarantee you just look at it. You know.
There's been some wife swapping.
You know there's been some shit. That boat.
Maybe you should shoot video of yourself eating rather than me.
Well, yeah.
It is your channel.
It's
after all.
Slicks Auto Parts.
Yeah.
Slicks. We're just down the street from the tuxedo rental shop. You some bitches get down here, get a fan belt and a bow tie. You know, every time I edit together one of those montages, it makes me very mindful of just how quickly a year goes by. Every year in our lives is precious, of course we all know that, but I have been really focused on the preciousness of time this year. Those of you who have been following the news here on YouTube and other social media about my dad's health problems, we have an informal diagnosis on what took his eyesight and caused him to become legally blind this year. It's a very rare type of hereditary optic neuropathy. There's no cure for it. We don't know if it'll get worse, but my dad essentially is in the process of going into retirement. He can no longer drive, and we're dealing with all of the problems that that's causing. We'll get it figured out,
but that's been a big, big part of my year. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't make as many videos and I just didn't have the time to dedicate to being a part of the community as I have been in years past. I'm hoping that's going to change in 2019. Also, for those of you who follow along on Facebook and elsewhere on social media who know my very best friend, one of my very best friends and bass player of my band, Matt, his cancer came back this year. He's at MD Anderson right now as we speak. He had a massive surgery. We're hoping for the best for him. And I don't want to make that all about me, because it's definitely all about him and it's all about his family and everything they're going through. So I ask that you definitely keep them in your prayers, and we're hoping for a good outcome on the surgery that he had and what his prognosis might be. Also, one of the things that was really tough this year, and it may sound silly, but my dog died this year. My almost 12-year-old dog, Scout, who you guys saw in multiple videos over the years. We had to put her down in August, and that was really tough. That's the first time I personally had ever had to put a dog down, and I was woefully unprepared for just how big of an impact that was going to have on me. It was about more than losing the dog in the moment that I felt her take her last breath. There was all this stuff that got churned up. My mom's death, my grandma's death, friends that I've lost over the years. It became this sort of catalyst for probably a lot of emotions I haven't dealt with in a particularly healthy way. And so that was a bit of a trauma for me, as strange as it may sound. Those of you who have ever been dog lovers and had a dog as a member of your family, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but it was my first time really to experience that. And it was big. But despite all of the trials and tribulations of 2018, I have a lot to be thankful for, and I have a lot to be happy about. I'm healthy, I am happy. My wife and I have a strong, wonderful marriage. She's healthy and happy. We celebrate 25 years of marriage in June. That's been a wonderful ride, and she is my absolute sunshine. I have a lot of really close, good friends who I know I can count on and who I have wonderful times with. And there's just a lot to just get on my knees and give thanks for, and I don't do that enough. And I wanted to express that here, that I'm really, really thankful for my life. It's funny how having some trial and tribulation in your life can cause you to refocus on the things that really are most important. And in 2019, I kind of want that to be the mission of this channel. This channel never blew up. This channel's technically in regression at this point. And if I'm gonna change it toward anything at this point, I don't have anything to lose. I'm gonna make it the most positive thing I can make it. If it touches one life out there in 2019 and makes a difference for someone, then it will have been worth it all of these years. That is what I've been missing, I think, in past years, trying to sort of reinvent the channel, reformat the videos, trying to make the channel blow up. And I don't think that should be my focus at this point. My focus is on making it a positive experience, spreading positivity, spreading love, and just using this channel as a vehicle, as a mechanism for making the world a better place. I think that's where I've been off track for the past 5 years. I really do. So you may see some changes in 2019 that maybe you're not expecting, but they'll be good ones. All right, you guys have listened to me talk long enough. Thank you for humoring me. I appreciate that. Let's end this video as we normally do at the end of a year in review special. Here are some of my favorite cinematic shots from 2018 through the camera eye. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for hanging out and being a part of my life for the past 5 years. It means the world to me. See you in 2019.